Well, the only thing harder than winning a tournament in pro tennis is winning two tournaments back to back. The ever-increasing physical nature of the sport has made that a rarer and rarer occurrence as the years have gone on. But there are some doubles that are even harder to win than the rest, in particular, the 3 times during the year that Masters 1000s are played back to back. Of course, it begins in the spring with Indian Wells and Key Biscayne back-to-back, affectionately known as the Sunshine Double. Roger Federer, the last one to win that last year, came through in the quarter of death in the desert, then backed it up on Key Biscayne, saving match points against Burdick in the quarters, beat Kyrgios in the semis, then Rafa in the final, his third Sunshine Double. Overall, 7 men have won the Sunshine Double on 12 occasions. Roger 3 times, Djokovic 4 times, and 1 each for Courier, Chang, Sampras, Rios, and Agassi. But what about the double that we're in the middle of right now, the Madrid Rome double on the red clay? No surprise that Rafa was the last to pull that one off in 2013, beat Stan Wawrinka in 3 sets to win Madrid, then went through a murderer's row to back it up at Foro Italico. Ferrer in the quarters, Burdick in the semis, Federer in the final. Those guys ranked 4, 6, and 3 respectively at the time. So this is the only traffic to have won the clay court double, Rafa twice, Djokovic in 2011. Remember though, Madrid has only been a clay court tournament for the past 10 years, so there's a much smaller sample size to choose from there. Which brings us to option 3, the summer hard court double in Canada and Cincinnati. Rafa also the last one to do that in 2013, beating native son Milos Raonic in the Montreal final, and then following that up in the Queen City with wins over Dimitrov and Federer and Burdick and then John Isner in the final. That remains the only time Rafa has won in Cincinnati, and one of just 4 times the summer hard court double has been successfully achieved. Agassi in 95, Rafter in 98, Roddick in 03, leading into his US Open title, and Rafa 10 years after that in 2013. All of that leads us to our tough call question for today. Which one of those 3 is the toughest double to win in tennis? Is it the Sunshine Double? Is it the clay court double that we're in now? Or is it the summer hard court double in Canada and Cincinnati? Tracy, what do you say?
I'm going to say the clay court double because it's back-to-back with just 1 week and it's on clay. So the physicality of it is extremely tough. When you look at Indian Wells and Miami, they're played over 9 days. They have to win 6 matches, so there's going to be a couple of days off, whereas in Rome and Madrid, you're playing 5 matches over 6 days for the top seeds, because that's normally who's going to win the title.
That's good logic, but I'm going to respectfully disagree with my cohort here. No, I just think I historically would go for that, except for a couple reasons. One is I think Rafa would probably do this every year if he didn't play Monte Carlo. Right. But he's got to play Monte Carlo and then he plays Barcelona.
It's kind of a triple for him.
Yeah, it would be a quadruple. He's got to do all 4, okay, which he does. But I really think the summer is the hardest one. And the reason for that is because it's the furthest in the year. So 3 majors are under your belt. There's a lot more wear and tear on the body. The heat of the summer plays into it. The US Open just around the corner plays into it. So I think the Cincinnati Canadian Open combo is really the toughest one to accomplish.
Interesting. Nobody says the Sunshine Double is the toughest 12 times it's been accomplished.
That's easy.
Everybody is.
Well, because after Indian Wells, you have at least 4 or 5 days off before the next tournament starts. So kind of a...
Those are 96 draws, and these are smaller, either 48 or 56 draws. We want to know what you think. Go to any one of the Tennis Channel's social media platforms. Use the hashtag #ToughCall. Let us know which double you think is the hardest one to achieve, and we'll reveal the answers a little bit later in the week.